important thing, result day. Tata Consultancy Services, weak performance in the June quarter. That is the first news. Infosys Limited result came as a relief to investors. Okay, so its revenue grew by 2.7% in constant currency term, in line with analyst estimate, while profit margins were far ahead of the street expectation. So now what we are looking at, TCS disappointed on both revenue and margins. Okay, so now we are going to discuss few points about this. Okay, I am going to take up a few things for you. I am just discuss with you. So TCS results. Okay, it is disappointment because revenue is less and margins are also less. Okay, so revenue is less, margins are also less. So what is revenue and what is margin? What is revenue and what is margin? Any idea? Any idea? Revenue and margins. What is revenue? We'll answer only one. Okay, what is revenue? Already started coming. Revenue from client. Okay, good. Returns. Pondicherry. Pondicherry, I want to recollect your name. Please put your name. What do you will say is profit or loss revenue? Go ahead. The capital investment is margin. Prabhu, go ahead. This is good. No, you are all answering. I am really happy that you are all answering. That is a good thing. I wanted really show you all good things for you. Okay, margins, operating cost. Whatever it says, margin is capital. Margin is operating cost. Okay. Fine, good. So it is good. Saravanan says revenue means income from clients. Good. That is the right answer ultimately. So the revenue means income from the clients. Do you remember I taught you in your programs? Do you remember I was talking to you the profit and loss account? I was just teaching you in our programs, Madurai, Coimbatore and Chennai, when we had a program. We always call this as top line. Do you remember this? Revenue is top line. The revenue is coming from the client, and the revenue is the income in general. The first who said is also exactly correct. Okay, the first one who said this else also correct. Sales is revenue. Madurai Saravanan. So all Saravanans are giving good answers today. Okay, sales is revenue, income is revenue. Okay, then come to margins. So what do you say margins? Now you talk about margins. Profit ratio. Good. Anybody else? Margins, operating cost, capital. Shankar, first time is coming. Very good. Claps to Shankar after profit. Okay. Okay. See, it's all not a big thing. No, it's all you know already. I'm just trying to just refresh and try to remember this. Okay. Supposing you are auto spare parts dealer. Okay, auto spare parts dealer, and you buy a part, one particular parts you are buying at 100 rupees, and you sell it at 120 rupees. So here, what is your margin? Here, what is your margin? Margin is the profit. Okay, so it is Margin is 20 rupees. Margin is 20 rupees. Okay. So yes, Prabhu. So here margin is 20%. 20 rupees is the value. Okay, that is the profit. Shanmusundar, between the value of investment. Okay. So this is the buying price and selling price. Okay. So revenue is the total, whatever the income has come in, and after expense whatever is left out is the margin. That's how we should look at it. So revenue and margins. Margins are something what we will have to look at. Margins are the profit. This time TCS revenue is also less, margins also less. That is why it disappointed. The share price crashed. So let me look at the share price of TCS. So TCS share price, how it behaved. Let us look at this. So TCS share price, how it behaved. I'm just trying to show you. So look at this. No, when the result came, it started falling, and today also it went down. So if I show this into intraday chart, let us also look at this to understand the magnitude. Okay, so it went up with a great expectation. No? This is whatever it moved up, that is last. But of course, it's stabilizing around this level. We cannot say TCS results is very bad. So it only disappointment. It did not give us a kind of a surprise result. It didn't do that. But contrary to that, when you look into Infosys, revenue grow by 2.7%. So the revenue of Infosys grow by 2.7%. That is a positive thing for the Infosys. So let us see how Infosys behaved today. So I am just taking the Infi for us to look at how the chart behaved for the day. So yeah, now look at the Infi. It made a gap up and came down, and it just closed its previous day's close. Okay, so it went up today morning. This is a big gap up. I will change this to 15-minute chart to understand better. Yes, you can see here there is a gap up and start coming down. You remember how you should handle the gap up? I told you how to handle this gap up. Whenever it gaps up, I said, no, first half an hour, 45 minutes, hold on, let it settle down, let it form some kind of tops and bottoms. Moment it breaks the support level below to this level, maybe 988 or 987 level. Once it breaks and goes down, this area to go short, and bounce back again, you can go short. So ultimately it went to the lower level of the day and closed very close to the low of the day. So we are now learning few more things here, how to handle this gap up. So Infosys and one example how this gap up, if it start falling, can be handled. Okay. So simultaneously we also learn how to handle gap up. So you understand how to handle gap up? But 10 out of 7 times it comes like that, but 3 out of 10 times it may go up also. But only thing is wait, let it settle down. Then we start acting. That is what I am just reminding you as far as this gap up is concerned. So I will take you to the results of Infosys. I will just try to take you to the results of Infosys. TCS also, let me look whether it is coming up. Q4 results. Just I am taking you to the Q4 results of TCS.
With $17.58 billion, which is a growth of 6.2%. From an operating margin perspective, our operating profit crossed 30,000 crores for the first time. We ended with $4.52 billion of operating profit, operating margin of 25.7% for the full year. Coming to net margin, again, we had a fairly strong year, closing the year at 22.3% in terms of net margin profitability and total reported net profit of 26,300 odd crores. From a cash flow perspective, we had a very strong year. Our cash conversion rate crossed 100% for the first year at about 103%. And cash from operations, we generated about 20.
Can you see TCS result on the screen? Can you see the TCS results on the screen? Yes. Okay. So listen carefully. Look at this screen. Now, this is called revenue. This is called margin. Generally, we talk about margin, net margin only. Okay. So, in this revenue, you can see here, one is with the rupee sign, other one is with a dollar sign. So, Infosys or majority of the IT companies will declare the result in two currencies. One is in rupee, in rupee form. Other one is in dollar terms. Okay, rupee terms and dollar terms. Now you can see few things. Even I want you to look at this carefully and tell me. Okay. Now the movement, revenue wise, if you look at, okay, fine. And there is a $17.58 billion. Okay, and here you can see 1,17,996 crores. So results are declared in both currencies. Okay, both currencies. One is rupee term and dollar term. Okay, so when they declare the result, you must be able to say quarter on quarter what is happening, how is the growth. Okay, all that they are showing you. But net margins, if you look at, because of change in the rupee value, the ratio of the profitability. For example, if you wanted to work out how much is this profit margin on this revenue, I will also show you through a calculator. Okay, I will also show you through a calculator how much it works.
$6,900 odd crores, 21,000 odd crores.
Okay. So let me see how we can do some calculation. So look at this. Let me make one small attempt. That is, that net margin here. Net margin is 26,289. So 26,289 divided by the total margin, no, 117, total revenue 966 into 100. Just I am trying to arrive at the percentage. It is 22.28%. This 22.28% in rupee term. TCS in rupee term 22.28%. Okay. So now same thing we can work it out for dollar terms also. So here 3.92 billion, isn't it? 3.92 billion divided by 17.58 billion. 0.58 billion into 100. Okay. So in dollar terms, okay. So in dollar terms, it is 22.29%. Okay. So there is a very small difference between rupee term and dollar term in general. Okay, so they are able to maintain. There is not much of loss in the currency. Okay, there is not much of loss in the currency. Just I showed you how this percentage of returns are worked out.